On this day, I see clearly everything has come to life. Bitter place and a broken dream, and we'll leave it all behind. On this day, it's so real to me. Everything has come to life. Not the chance to chase a dream, not the chance to feel, chance to feel life.
I don't even know where to begin, man. But here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. I am your host, Andrew Illy. And this is the Ball of Truth. This one feels weird. Thank you very much for joining me. Wherever you are around the world, wherever you are, you silly motherfuckers. Ooh, man. Ooh. We did predict all this. We've been saying it for weeks. How do you guys feel? I feel fine, man. Welcome to the show, everyone. I am your host, Andrew Illy. This is the Ball of Truth. It is a strange feeling. Once that season was done, I mean, it's still going, but not for Carlton. Well, it kind of is. It's freaking crazy, man. 2025 was the season we didn't want, but it may just be the season we needed. Seriously. Over the weekend, after the Carlton game, I watched as much footy as I could, especially the teams that had gone for finals. And I wanted to see who made top four and all that. But the match that stood out to me the most was Brisbane and Hawthorn. And it just made me realise just how far we are from competing for finals. And how far we have fallen as a club. I mean, the mentality of Brisbane is absolutely incredible. I was in awe and I was envious of them. The way they handle themselves when the pressure's on, especially against the Hawthorn side who are flying at the moment. They were on fire. They didn't have Lockie Neal, the Lions, Berry, Hipwood, a few guys, and I was almost tempted to tip Hawthorn, but I ended up going the Lions because I trusted them against Freo the week before. And they didn't disappoint me here. But during the game, just when things weren't going their way, the way they were able to hang in there and fight and just claw for every possession and just work hard for each other, hard at every contest and keep grinding it out till they finally edged in front again. It was impressive, man. And obviously they have that championship DNA that we lack. Because, we're a long way from that. But they just move with such confidence and they're always on the same frequency and same wavelengths, man. They make overlapping runs. The skill execution at crucial times it's just fucking sensational. And, they took their moments and they won that game. And it felt like a finals game, that one. That caught my eye. Well, it was for top four, so it basically was a final. But it brings me back to Carlton, the Blue Baggers, our boys. We were right there 2 years ago, playing against that same Brisbane side that we ended up losing to by one kick. Oh, no. It was a few kicks back in 2023. And look, they ended up in the grand final. We could have been there. We had a 30-point lead in the first quarter. We didn't win. They failed by one kick in that 2023 final. Then they won it 2024. And in both years, they knocked us out of finals. So there you go. But they just have so much quality. And their mindset is team first. They have got that killer instinct. And they have the confidence in their ability to get the job done, man. And, you know, they have that never give up attitude that I wish we had. In all my praise for them, I still have to say their songs after every goal are so fucking cringy. So, you know what, Brisbane? Shut up! Gotta give them the shut up this week for those songs. But, yes, back to Carlton. I mean, this season needed to be stripped down, exposed, and hit with a reality check. And that's exactly what we got. Embarrassed, humiliated. We became a laughingstock again. Everyone's fucking pointing their fingers and laughing at us. And the truth comes out in your darkest moments. Seriously, and the toxicity is revealed. And I said weeks ago, this is a dirty business and that we would have to get our hands filthy to clean this mess up. And Graham Wright, who's behind the scenes, he knows more than we do, and he's been observing this shit all year. He has gone straight to work since taking over almost 2 weeks ago. And there's just so much news in the last few days, and despite our season being over, the drama continues. The Graham Wright effect is in full force. And I told you guys there's going to be change. Many of us saw it coming. Many people didn't want to believe it. They're like, no way, it's going to be the same old shit. But the dominoes are falling, man. They are. And there will be more. On fan cams on Thursday night, I jumped on Blue Abroad with Terry. And I said, once the final siren went against Essendon, it was like that final bell of grade 6. When you're transitioning from primary school, you're leaving primary school for high school. That's what it felt like. I felt sadness, happiness, and relief that it was over, excitement and dread all at once. Seriously, and I'm glad the season is over. But yeah, it's kind of got me feeling a little empty. And we have to wait, 7 months now, really, for round 1 again. 6 to 7 months. So it's going to be a long off season, but there's going to be so many things change and so many things happen. And we've seen it in the last few days. We've had changes to our coaches already. We've called for it and it's happened. And Head of Coaching, Performance and Innovation, Aaron Greaves, and Assistant Coach Aaron Hamill will depart Icon Park. They're gone, man. Alongside Development and Talent Manager Tom Lonergan, who has informed the club that he has taken an opportunity elsewhere. So 3 coaches gone. Bang, 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 just like that. I'm not surprised by them. I am surprised Ash Hansen and Jordan Russell are still there. Let's see what happens. They might be the next ones to fall. But I'm looking forward to some fresh faces, fresh insight, new ideas. Let's get some proven winners in there. I know I keep harping on about that, but I think experience of Premiership glory will go a long way. And you know what? We'll cover all those changes as they happen. But those 3 are big. Then the even bigger news to our list. The players departing. The worst kept secret of the season. Tom de Koning, TDK. He will officially join St Kilda after his holiday. I think he's in Bali. I can't remember what he said post-game. But the rumoured amount is $15 million over 8 years. No surprise is here. We knew he was gone. I like Tom, but I thought he had a very average year. And I said it from round 1, just in his demeanour and body language, that it looked like, and he played like he was leaving. That's what I saw, and I called it very, very early. I mean, that money is hard to refuse, but you could just tell it was his fucking mindset in games. It just wasn't there. He basically was a shell of himself from like previous years. And like I said, I don't blame him for accepting that money. It's a huge offer, so good luck to TDK in his career at the Saints. Not really going to get upset over it. The quicker we move on, the better. That's how I see it. I'm just glad the saga is over, and we've got a bit of clarity finally, officially, he's going. And just hours ago, earlier today, breaking news once again, and I anticipated this one, and I'm not surprised at this either, but Jack Silvagni, JSOS, is also leaving. The Carlton Football Club can confirm Jack Silvagni has informed the club that he wishes to take up his unrestricted free agency option with another club. He played 128 games across 10 seasons for the club since making his debut in round 15, 2016. Feels so long ago, but also doesn't. It's weird. Silvagni expressed his reason for making the decision and thanked the football club for the opportunity over the last decade. He said, "Whilst my decision was not easy to leave the football club, I felt the time was right to explore another opportunity." Why? Doesn't really say why. I want to say a huge thank you to everyone at the club for their support during my time there. I sincerely appreciate the opportunity this club has given me and my family. Then, Carlton head of list management, Nick Austin, said the club understood Silvagni's right to make his own call to depart the club as a free agent. He said, "We made it really clear to Jack that we wanted him to remain a Carlton person. However, as an unrestricted free agent, Jack had a right to meet with a number of clubs. As a result, he has made his decision to pursue other opportunities. That is the reality of our industry in regard to player movement." Austin, that was Nick Austin. And he also said, as we head into the upcoming trade, free agency and draft period, this affords us a number of opportunities as we approach this time of year, and we will continue to make decisions that put the interests first of Carlton Football Club first and foremost. So, the AFL will confirm with suitable free agency compensation that the Blues will receive during this trade and free agency period in October. So we're going to have to wait another month and a bit, man. But let's talk about Jack. I'm not going to dwell over Jack leaving too much. If you don't want to be at Carlton, then see you later. Seriously, at this point, I don't care. I don't care where he ends up. My gut feeling says it will be Collingwood. He's never played a final. Jack Silvagni has never played a final. He missed out due to the injury in 2023 and 2024. So I think Collingwood would probably be his best chance at that. And I reckon his old man's in his ear here. Bulldogs is the other one, or even Saints where Steven Silvagni is. But my gut says Pies. Let me know what you guys think. Look, overall, it's disappointing. From someone who you would assume would be at Carlton for life, you know, Steve's the son of Serge, then he's the son of Stephen and Jack Silvagni. They all played for Carlton. Obviously, something went wrong here. Now, I don't know what that is, and maybe one day we'll find out the truth. Whether the rumors are true or not, that, you know, he's arrogant, he's entitled, and he doesn't get along well with the other players, I don't know. Maybe it was him and Voss that didn't see eye to eye. Or any of the coaches. Who knows? We can only speculate, but something turned him off. Maybe it was his dad. I don't know. You know what? It's done. Let's all move on as Carlton fans. The quicker the better, honestly. But yeah, look, it is sad and disappointing, but whatever, man. We've got to move on. I'm not going to fucking sit here and dwell on it. If you don't want to be here, see you later, man. There's a door. Fuck off. In other news and rumours, contract negotiations are heading in the right direction for Jesse Motlop and Brodie Kemp. Kemp, coming off that Achilles injury, I do want to keep Kemp, so I'm glad that they're negotiating right now. Jesse Motlop, he's had his fair share of criticism. I'll put my hand up. I criticise players when they don't perform, and he wasn't performing for a lot of this season, but towards the end of the season, he was better. So, look, he may have earned himself another contract extension. I'm glad for Brodie Kemp if they're organising that, because we need defenders, man. We seriously do. Jack Silvagni gone and whatever, but Meanwhile, Francis Evans, Frank the Tank will agree a new deal. That is the rumours going on now, and I'm pretty confident he will. He was unbelievable in the last part of the season, probably since the Melbourne game, man. He killed it in the VFL. He earned his spot back, and he was on fire ever since. I mean, unfortunate that he missed a week in between that because he got knocked out by Stephen May. But he was having a very good game in that Melbourne game, and then when he returned after the concussion, man, he got a couple of BOGs. He was the number 1 ranked player in one of those games, and he was just on fire, man, and he was playing his absolute ass off. So that was good to see, and I'm glad. I'm very happy. I hope they can work something out, and Francis Evans agrees a new deal. I'm hearing Mitch McGovern is gone. He's out. He's going to be the next one. You heard it here first. Yeah, bit of a surprise because of the lack of defenders, especially with JSOS gone and Harry O'Farrell with the ACL. The Harry O'Farrell one devastates me, man. He was an instant hit for me. Like, as soon as you see him, you're just like, oh, man, this boy's got something. So that sucks. There's also multiple contracted players that will be informed to see what's out there. I'm assuming this will be like Blake Acres, Jordan Boyd, maybe Chera, which we'll get to. But apparently it's not looking good for contracts in terms of Orazio Fantasia, Alex Chincotta, who hasn't featured hardly at all. I think the last time, I can't even remember the last time Chincotta played, but he didn't play for the back end of that season. Harry Lemmy's another one. Haven't heard much about him, so he might be out too. I was shattered because I really wanted him to get a game in the seniors in the last couple of weeks of the season, but we didn't get to see him. A few players will have to wait through the trade period. I'm also hearing rumours of players being told to explore their options. Adam Chera, like we said, was another one because apparently Richmond are interested in him. Supposedly, that also Chera would be open to that. Don't know how much truth is in these guys. I'm just hearing it through a few sources who I can't tell who they are. But Lockie Fogarty's another one who might be, on the fringe. He did not have a great season, so wouldn't be surprised if they look to offload him. Jackson Binns, every time he got called up, he didn't impress the Carlton coaches. I thought he showed some good signs, man, but, he copped a massive spray, that infamous spray by Voss at 3/4 time of the North Melbourne game, which we lost. And he never got back in the side, despite killing it in the VFL, and he had a couple of BOGs after that. And he even praised Voss in one of the interviews that, I think it was the Collingwood game that Carlton won in the VFL. He was BOG, and then, never saw him again, man, so... Look, there's also been rumours about Charlie Curnow. First he wants to go to Gold Coast Suns, then he wants to go to Swans, now it's Geelong. I mean, take your pick. I read a report today that Charlie stated again that he will be there at the club in 2026. And look, personally, man, I hope we keep him and I hope he stays. I love Charlie. I think with a full preseason, the regime change, some young blood and some decent small forwards that will help him. Some young blood pumped into this side. He'll have a better season as long as he's healthy. So let's hope we keep Charlie, man. But I wouldn't count it out. I just wouldn't at this point. Like, Graham Wright is going nuts at the moment. And he's only been there a week and a half. So, yeah, man. Let me know what you guys think. It's some crazy times at Carlton. It's exciting. Change is good. And I think we need it desperately. And it's already happened. Guys, I will be reviewing the Crows and the Pies qualifying match next Thursday night. I think it's Thursday night. I'm pretty sure it is. I'll put the thumbnail in there. So for all you Pies fans and Crow supporters who watch me and subscribe and follow me, tune in for that one. We'll review that together. That should be fun. My fellow Blue Baggers, join the stream also. If you're watching that blockbuster game, it's going to be epic, man, especially with the Isaac Rankin stuff that happened the other week. It's going to have some heat to it, man. I'm excited for it. And speaking of Isaac Rankin, I was going to go into it more today, but I'm over it. I just can't be fucked talking about that situation anymore. But my stance remains the same. I don't think it's worthy of a suspension for slurs. It goes for everyone, not just Rankin, everyone, man. I think fines are the way to go. Just keep it at that. We don't want to see players missing out, especially this time of year, man. You know what? South Park, which is one of my favourite shows of all time, Season 13, Episode 12, it's called The F Word. It was over a decade ago. Go watch it. They sum it up fucking brilliantly. It's hilarious and pure genius, man. Go watch it. And you'll know what I mean and why I think the way I do. But guys, if you like today's show, hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. We are almost at our goal of 700 subscribers. Let's get there before the end of the AFL season, man. I would love that. I appreciate you guys so much. Leave a comment on today's video. Tell me what you guys want to see, what changes you want to see, and what you think of the changes so far. There's plenty of content more. There's plenty of content more to come. Honestly, in the next coming weeks, I'll drop a season review very soon, and I'll also drop some player season reviews, which will be very interesting. But yeah, if there's a breaking story, breaking news, I'll cover it here, guys. Till then, I guess I'll see you next week for the Crows and the Pies. First final of 2025. We'll review that one. It's going to be a banger. But anyways, man, it's Tuesday night. I love you all. Stay tuned for some more content. Enjoy the rest of your week. Let's hit the outro music, man. And again, thank you so much for all your support. I love you so much, everyone. But guys, I'll see you next week. Enjoy the rest of your week. Adios! Good night. And remember, subscribe, man.